May I, on behalf of the body of senior advocates of Nigeria, congratulate the Honorable the Chief Judge of Rivers State, the Honorable the President of the Customary Court of Appeal of Rivers State, and all your lordships on this happy celebration of the formal opening of the 2025/2026 legal year of the Rivers State Judiciary. We have all just attended the Thanksgiving service held at the Corpus Christi Cathedral, number 1 Kaduna Street, Port Harcourt, where your lordships, your worships, your honors, and the entire staff of the Rivers State Judiciary, and indeed all of us, practitioners who practice before the courts in Rivers State, rededicated ourselves to the pursuit of the noble and everlasting ideals of justice and the due administration of the same, and also the resolute maintenance and enforcement of law and order. The origins of the grand ceremonies in which we have this day been engaged are lost in antiquity. But these ceremonies remind us of the opening of assizes in Old England, when the full majesty of the law and the courts was put in public display for the main purpose of reminding the public of the useful work done by our courts, the useful work done by our courts. I recall with some pride, I was privileged to attend the opening of the Michael Mass 10 of the High Court of England in November 2000, when, as president of the Nigerian Bar Association, I was invited so to do by the then chairman of the General Council of the Bar in England. It was a breathtaking ceremony, which had started with a church service, just as we had today, at Westminster Abbey, followed by an impressive procession of judicial officers and barristers, from there to the Houses of Parliament, which procession was led by the Lord Chancellor of England, with all of us resplendent in ceremonial robes and full bottom wigs. Here, as there in England, the ceremony is actually an occasion for stock-taking, to know how far the judiciary, the law courts, had fared in the preceding legal year, and also to make projections as to how the law courts plan to deal with their duties, their functions, and their responsibilities in this new legal year. And so, as to be expected, my Lord, the Honorable the Chief Judge of Rivers State, will give us all the necessary details and statistics, which I hope will promise greater strides on the part of our law courts. May I say that quite apart from hearing the necessary details aforesaid, we must all advert our minds to the rather unhappy image cast by the machinery for the administration of justice and the maintenance and enforcement of law and order in Rivers State in particular, but actually throughout Nigeria. The image of the judiciary, I have to say with regret, has been severely battered. So much so that on the lips of many members of the general public is a rather unfortunate testimonial that appears to indicate that many are losing faith and confidence in the ability of our courts, judges and magistrates and other adjudicators in these courts to administer justice without fear or favor, affection or ill will, as the old cliche goes. The responsibility of judges and magistrates to discharge their duties and perform their functions honestly, to the best of their several abilities, and faith in accordance with the judicial oath, are all now under the scrutiny of a national microscope. All often we hear and we read about judges, magistrates, and other judicial officers, other adjudicators who have allowed their personal interests to influence their official conduct or their official decisions, and also some who have failed to preserve, protect, and defend the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria and the laws of Nigeria. Still in our courts, regrettably, we continue to see interminable delays in the trial of causes and matters, even in spite of the oft-repeated admonition of the National Judicial Council for our courts to focus on the just, efficient, and speedy dispensation of justice. Justice, as we are taught, must be rooted in confidence. And when such confidence is lost in the ability of the courts to do justice, anarchy may become our sorry portion. And may I say that legal practitioners, those of us at the bar, are not themselves free of blame. On our own part, who plead and pursue the interests of our clients, who are the litigants before the courts and other tribunals, we must do all that possible to ensure that we do not ourselves constitute cogs in the wheels of justice. We all know that in the duties we owe to our clients, our learned friends, and the courts, the duty to the court in the administration of justice is paramount and the most important, as we are also enjoined to ensure that justice is speedily and efficiently administered. And so I urge all of us, our learned friends, and all your lordships, your worships, and your honors, and all others involved in the process of adjudication to bring up to our duties and responsibilities, and also determined to do our best in that regard, in all circumstances and at all times. My lords, ladies and gentlemen, I should add on a rather happy note that our eminent number in the body of senior advocates of Nigeria in Rivers State was enlarged in the last legal year by the addition of 2 Achidike William Wobodo, SAN, and Ibim Benibo, SAN, the past chairman of the branch of our once and forever great association, the Nigerian Bar Association. And I will invite you all to join me in congratulating them for joining the rank of senior advocates of Nigeria. My Lord, the Honorable the Chief Judge of Rivers State, my lords, I am done. On behalf of the body of senior advocates of Nigeria, I wish the Rivers State Judiciary and all of us a very happy and successful 2025/2026 legal year. I thank you all for listening, and may God bless us all.